On this episode of Broken Gear, we rebuild the 65 Chevy Bel-Air wagon to give away to our friends John and Megan for their wedding. Let's get started. Alright, we're gonna try to get this wagon inside the barn using Gentry's Suburban. Gentry, do you think you have what it takes to wind up that trailer?
No, I've never done it before.
That's good. That's what I like to hear. But hey, it's actually moving the trailer, so that's pretty good. And our hitch hasn't come off yet that we installed like 3 weeks ago, so that's nice. This is pretty good stuff. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, that dug up a good portion of the yard. You're gonna want to start coming back before you get it stuck. If you didn't already, you might have. Alright, so the initial attempt there did not work. We got a good bit of grooving and digging into the ground with the trailer, the rear of the trailer, as was on the last video, and the jack itself digging into the ground so much that it stopped the Suburban from pushing the trailer backwards. So that's neat. Go, now turn the Suburban with it. You're gonna have to do it again one more time. Well, maybe not. It didn't take as long as I expected.
Oh boy, she was smoking a lot.
Yeah, so what do you think? What do you think about how you did?
I think I did okay.
Yeah, for no prior experience, I'm gonna say you did all right.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Suburban tows it pretty well besides all the smoke.
Well, it needs new valve seals.
It needs valve seals.
All right, yeah. Now the fun part. Hoping to push it off without it hitting anything or anyone. Okay, so we have this thing mostly unhooked. Gentry just crawled in through the window. That was entertaining. He's in the car now. Can't see him though because of the sun. Yep. All right, so we're gonna see what we can do about getting this thing turned over. We do have access to another engine if we can't get this one to do anything. Our suspicion is that it's probably locked up. He's actually driving the saw now. Yeah. All right. What, you thought he was joking? Gentry's favorite tool is the Sawzall. That's scary. You're never working on my cars. I mean, I'm not gonna argue because anytime the Sawzall has been brought, it has done the job. This is scientific.
It's not cutting it very well.
I see that. Put your hand on the backside of it, hold it in place.
Do we have no blade?
Yeah, there's new blades over there in the toolbox somewhere. Sometimes you just gotta hire a man to do a boy's job. Found blades.
Here's my second favorite tool, the breaker bar.
I don't know. All right, that's just one of the normal bolts, isn't it? There was a hole in the middle.
There's a hole, but there's no bolt.
Oh, there's no bolt in it?
Yeah, Chevys don't have a specific bolt.
Well, that's dumb. This is why we don't work with Chevys.
Yeah, I think I'm just rounding the bolts off.
You're gonna watch Gentry round bolts off.
Happiest day of his life.
Yep, that one's round.
Yeah, I think it's locked up. I don't think it's gonna turn.
Well, that took 10 seconds to determine.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can go ahead and take out the rest of this radiator shroud and go steal my lift plate off of the Pontiac 350 that doesn't fit in my Catalina. And yeah, we'll rip this turd out of here.
You're way plenty high.
Well, you know, gotta make sure we get it high enough.
Oh my.
Where's the other jack stand? There it is. Next.
You said second from the top?
Yeah, that's gentry heated front.
Something like that.
Okay, we'll go with something like that.
I mean, you're getting the right angle on the camera.
There you go. Great. Watch for cords and that.
The only thing you're going to do is your own car.
Take it this way.
This is fun.
It's just leaning it up against Carson's Olds.
No. I see that does nothing.
Oh, that's not connected. Look at that 2-barrel. Actually, that 2-barrel doesn't look.
But look at that.
Oh shit.
That's fucking new.
Yeah. Who's stealing that for their car?
Gentry, you have a 2-barrel. Here you go. You have two 2-barrels. Yeah.
Installed. And he's over here talking about malaria. We are taking this worn out, tired 283 out because we can't even get it to rotate
It's
over.
full of dirt.
It's full of dirt. Good old American Texas dirt.
Yeah, this is authentic Texas dirt, so it's worth something. I don't know what.
Well, we are to the point where we are about to pull the engine out, and look who just showed up. Is Jeremiah Rude.
America.
Now, you may think that we gave up on this engine way too easy, and honestly, well, maybe we did, but we kind of knew going into it that this engine was a lost cause. Now, the guys from Dyer Automotive, where we got the car from in El Paso, Texas, they could only turn this thing over maybe a third the way, and I really don't think we even got that far on it. So we have access to a fresh rebuilt engine that we're going to use, and stick around because we've got a grand plan for this one.
So Jeremiah and I are pulling all of the little accessories off. That way we can reuse them on the new motor. That way we don't have to go back and buy stuff that we actually already have.
Yeah. Wow, that's too reasonable. I don't know if that's gonna work.
You don't like that?
Too reasonable.
Makes way too much sense.
Makes way too much sense. The last spark plug we pulled off was nothing but sand on the inside. We're gonna check another one and see if it's the same case.
Looks that way.
Yeah. Yep. No.
A little Texas in there.
Just sand all over them.
A little bit of Texas.
Oh, we brought a little Texas home with us.
A little bit. A little bit. It looks like quite a bit in there.
Surprising that.
Yeah, we're good there. All right. All right, we got Carson sitting back here.
Hey, how are you?
Good. What you working on?
Stupid ass drum brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling that wheel cylinder out.
Trying.
Trying.
Hopefully it goes better than the drum.
Yeah, that drum took forever. And what are you working on?
I don't know yet. I got all the brake stuff off. Now I don't know what to do.
Ooh. Well, we're gonna probably stop right there because we're gonna be
Well, I should probably get this out.
pulling the knuckles and
But,
all that stuff.
I've already rounded off the brake line,
Nice.
so
That's why I have these special wrenches for.
that's what I used.
To prevent that.
I used that.
Well, evidently you used it wrong.
No, I don't know.
All right. Well, they're working on that side. They're taking forever. I got this side done. One, because I didn't have to fight with my drum on this side, and two, because this one literally had nothing except for a nail being used as a cottering pin. You can see the head of it there, and down in there somewhere is just the end of it. So we are working on disassembling the front suspension here because we're going to pull it all out, clean it up a little bit, paint it, make sure all of our rubber is good. Pulled the ball joint out. Actually, that was a lot more convenient than I expected it to because I'm used to working on Mopar. But that's where we're sitting right now, and we're going to get all this blown out and move on from there.
Gentry's gonna have to crawl through the things we do. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vinyl popping. Nothing like the sound of vinyl popping in the afternoon.
And she's down. Gentry just drops it.
Is that like a mic drop, Gentry? Well, I like it.
Look at that. We're gonna get that baby fixed up real good. Look at Gentry covered in dirt.
We are here in Lebanon, Indiana with our buddy Jeremiah again. And this is the reason why. Because Jeremiah's got a beautiful 283 and he's willing to contribute it to the cause. So we're going to swap the camshaft out on this for a stock one because it had an aftermarket one that was way too big for it.
Got lift, bro?
And this is Jeremiah's baby. This is why he has so much stuff for these cars. Who'd have thunk?
Right.
And it's November 2nd here, and it's starting to get cold outside. Thank goodness somebody went and picked up this little kerosene heater. So I'm going to kind of work on some of the little more tedious stuff that nobody's really probably going to want to do. I'm actually standing here in the engine bay, and you can kind of see where I've already cleaned up some of this metal here. Yeah, this is kind of what the entire thing looked like. And grab a little, well, not the right tool, but the one I'm going to use. You can just kind of see how all this stuff's caked on here. That's how the entire K-member is. It's ridiculous. Got a giant pile of stuff on the floor under it. So I'm just finishing up drilling out the ball joint here because we got new ones. And we can just use a nut and bolt on those. We don't have to press them in or do any of that stuff. So I think I should be pretty well done here. A bunch of metal shavings everywhere. And I should have drilled them from this side.
That's all right. We still love you.
Yeah, shut up. We've got the Little John Slade wire wheeling the control on here. Give that a nice fresh coat of paint in the gun. Yeah. Brake drums, because we were. Thank you.
Find out.
I think we ordered the wrong brake drums because I ordered for the 65 Impala, and I think the wagon is different. I think these are probably the 5x4 3/4.
Probably. But we can always find out. Check the big measure.
And it's not gonna fit. Oh shit!
Son of a bitch. Yes. Wait. Now those put the rear. Yes.
I ordered the right one! Yes! You got a drill in your hand!
Who cares?
Yes! So this is Ken and his son Nathaniel working on the Wedding Wagon, pulling apart the front suspension. Doing a wonderful job. Nathaniel's cute sitting down there.
Thanks.
I just got left holding the bag.
You go up.
Yep. All right.
He's leaning way back. It's gonna blow.
What are you doing? I'm in the wrong place. It goes up there.
Oh, we've got a bunch
Save
of
that
them.
for trophies, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Missed a
Got a
spot.
gold
Yeah.
LTD like this. So.
Pressing these bushings in here. Wrong tool for this job, but we're making it work. Sort of.
Man, I don't think that's doing anything. I think that's just, oh,
Just crushing it.
the thing came off center.
Oh, so it's not allowing it through? Okay.
That's my
Oh, it's sitting over here. I have the impact, but I don't have the socket.
Not underneath there.
That's pretty. That was a lot of work.
That was a lot of work.
Sketchy ratchet strap on the back there trying to pull that control arm we bent back. But it worked though, didn't it?
Yeah. And we bent it back into shape.
Yeah, not every redneck idea is a bad one.
Just most.
She's a teeter-tottering.
Yep. Oh, he released it.
Yep.
Well, spindle's on there now. It's not going to come out and bite me.
No.
I was like,
Hope not.
should I jump? Oh, is it caught?
No, it's...
Is it
You
tight?
know your own strength, do you? There you go. Sounds like you got it. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, hold on. Real slow. I think it's probably going to be okay. It's
Yeah, I
gonna
think
still
so,
probably
too.
hold itself in there.
There you go.
Nice. Good job, dude.
Pull her out. We'll pry it out with the crowbar.
Like that.
We are now going to, I guess it would be, what is it, like when you get your dog fixed? Neuter. We're going to neuter it. It is no longer a stick shift car from this point forward. Alright, she's officially an automatic now. His and hers edition.
So what we got done tonight is this whole front suspension was on. We got it all taken off. We got it all, well, the hard part was getting all the bushings out and ball joints, and then cleaned up, wire brushed. This is our fancy little paint booth right here. They're all cleaned up. All that had already been done with the passenger side, and so we had finally got it put back together. Doesn't look like a lot, but an old 50-some-year-old car has a lot of work. It was a lot of work.
We appreciate you guys coming out.
Oh, no problem. It was a lot of fun. We also converted it to an automatic today.
Yeah,
New steering column.
This is now legally an automatic car.
Yeah, it used to be a 3-speed on the tree, and that all got converted today too, so fun stuff.
I like this tool for filing stuff. Wrong tool for the application, but it's going to be perfect execution. Carson bought the wrong king nut. It's actually too tall, so we can't get the cotter pins in. So I'm going to do the right thing the wrong way with this tool. I'm calling it an air file today. And we're just going to come in here. Working on some exhaust manifolds here. Make her loud and proud.
Heck yeah. We officially now have steering. If I turn my little steering gig here. Oh, there you go. How about that? Got that on both sides. Cool. One step closer. Next we're gonna try and stab that in here after we get everything put on it.
Wait, hold on. Is that the wire wheel that's broken?
Ambient's been working this whole entire time.
Okay.
Put the crank pulley on. Putting all the accessories together on this motor. Getting ready to put the motor in the car soon.
So our pulleys didn't line up, and we think it's because we have an aftermarket water pump on here, even though it looks like it's been around for a while. And we're thinking maybe there's a adjustment on the back of the shaft, and if there's not, then we're just gonna go get a different water pump.
I actually broke it. You see where that got us.
It's a Ford. But what? It's a Ford. That's what's wrong. If you don't like that, then you're not going to like anything I got. Well, I still want to know what you have so I can make fun of you for it. Oh, okay. 17 Mustang GT and a 92 LX Fox body. Okay. Anything else?
And that's when we found out that Gentry was on fire today.
Master cylinder. It's only a single pot because we don't care about Jonathan. He'll die if the brakes go out. Probably shouldn't have said that on camera, but
Yeah. Pump it, Daddy. Oh, yeah, look at the bubbles. Oh. That's beautiful art right there. Oh, yeah, we probably have to loosen the meter. Oh, that's good.
Oh, she's a squirter.
I'd say you're doing pretty good then.
you probably tossed
What
it.
you doing, Gentry?
Master cylinder, yeah.
What? Okay.
Putting in some plugs and putting in our thermostat. They are, because I'm too pretty. We're good gophers.
Yeah, go. We know how to run into town.
Yeah, you know how to run into Muncie like 5 times.
I found
Yeah, how many
my way in Muncie a couple times today.
How many trips in Muncie have you had today?
Me and you did 2.
Yeah, we've done 2. You guys probably did
We
like
did at least
6.
Yeah, at least 6.
So we're pretty much getting to the point where we're gonna stick the transmission onto the engine and then go ahead and slide it into the car. We planned on doing that earlier today, but we got a little set back because of some water jackets that needed plugged still, and then our thermostat housing gasket was wrong. We didn't have a thermostat, and then we had some issues with our water pump, so we had to go get a new water pump. So we are getting to the point where it's gonna come together and it's gonna make a big difference, and I'm ready to be happy about it. Yeah. All right.
Put some tension on the jack.
Safety first, kids.
See the other end of the mount.
All right, it's like January 24th?
26th.
26th.
25th, I'm sorry.
25th. We have no idea what day it is.
It's a day in January.
It's a day we got this in.
Yeah!
Yeah.
This is how you clean a fuel tank correctly, right? This is professional.
I think so.
Gary, show us how you make love.
Oh, yeah.
So it is day 2 of our work weekend here, and it's been quite the accomplishing weekend. Obviously, we've got the engine installed, which is great. That was a big thing that we wanted to tackle. Got pretty much all the accessories put back on, alternator pulleys, they're all lined up. Got this beautiful aluminum radiator with these electric fans. Electric fans still need wired, but those are there. Battery tray, our battery. And then down here, we got our tie rods put in. They're all greased up, lubricated, and Then up here, we've got these strut rod bushings all put in. Now, still haven't really done much inside of her yet, other than the steering column and ripping out the seats. Carson worked a little bit back here to see what we could do about the tailgate, but there's still a little bit of work to do there. We've got our rear shocks installed. We've got, you can't see the gas tank anymore, but we pulled our gas tank out, cleaned it out, and got her put back in. So I'd say we did a pretty good job.
I'd say so.
Yes.
Woo!
Do tomorrow.
Time for cooling.
Start stop.
That is perfect. I'm giving her the good old blood juice.
It smells, that ATF smells good, don't it?
Doesn't quite compare to gasoline, but you know, it's manageable, I suppose.
I'm just down here for emotional support.
Should I stay here or get up?
We are figuring out our shifting linkage because the indicator goes to neutral, and we have probably first, second drive, neutral. Wait, no. Park, reverse, neutral, drive. Second, first. Sure. We're gonna go with it. Right, Carson?
Yep. How you doing? Not bad. What you doing? Trying to put things on the starter. Nice. Trying to get this thing out of it so we can put a new one in. Kind of regret that choice now.
I'm saying,
It's not
I was right.
necessarily
I told you.
convenient.
Yeah, they were.
Manhandling this exhaust. One-man job. Oh, except I'm laying an ATF.
What are you talking about?
Dang it, Jeremiah. You can blame Jeremiah for that because he's not here.
Yep.
Turn the key on. No, it is. Okay.
I tried throwing the jump pack on it. Did you put it on the wrong side of the starter? I put it on the one that had a nut on it. Only one had a nut. Granted, it's also a different starter, so.
Hola.
Well, one's on ground.
What's the problem, Kevin?
Gentry's a retard. Gentry's a retard.
Hey, you watched me pull them out. They were not coming out of there, right?
You didn't pull hard, but they weren't coming out. I like that one's electrical too.
Bumper.
That's still recording.
Yep.
Should be. Alright.
Yep.
Ready? Oh, okay. Alright, let's see if I can. Alright, we'll start her up. Try to anyway.
Are you ready?
Yep. Alright. Alright, ready?
Uh-oh. Dude, the pen won't fucking come out. Fuck.
Get the other one. Where's the other one?
Oh, dude, that made it way worse. Oh, shit.
Where?
That helped. Yeah, it helped.
Alright. Oh my.
A little bit back there.
Hey. Okay.
Literally just water.
That was very scary.
Well, that car cover's ruined.
Oh well. Well, you know what? It could have been a lot worse.
Yep. Oh well. Just whatever.
Yeah, I think this is literally just water. You know, instead of actual fire extinguisher stuff.
Nice. My shoe caught on fire. All right. Try number 2. That's probably good.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead. That ain't right.
That is not right at all.
Something's off.
Story time with Gentry.
Remove number 1 spark plug and with finger on plug hole, crank the engine until compression is not reinforced. I guarantee this will work. I will take my apologies and monetary donations of $100 each because everybody called me stupid. Thank you.
Ready? All right, so what are you doing, Jeremiah?
So we got to go down and smoke it from the oil. So we'll back up. So we made this handy dandy oil pump turner. So we just brought it up on one, and in order to get the distributor line up, we got to go down in there and turn the oil pump manually. Line the groove up. Get the groove to face the same way this little groove is facing. And when we drop the distributor down in there, it'll automatically go to 1. So, yeah.
What to do, Carson?
Place for this.
Hopefully start this thing. All right. Good?
All right, yeah.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
Everybody ready?
Those two. Yeah.
She runs!
Holy crap.
Holy shit! Hell yeah!
Smells good. Do you smell that?
Oh, yes! Thank God!
Freedom and unicorns.
Thank God! All right.
Give it another try.
We gotta
See if
run
there's-
this
see if there's
thing.
any gas left in it. Go ahead. Sounds good though.
Yeah, we're burning paint.
Nice. Putting the wheels on. Then we're gonna stick it on the ground and see if we can make it do anything.
Or if it's just gonna break as soon as it hits the ground.
That might happen too. Courtesy of you.
Ready for it?
Oh.
And our brakes.
Hey!
Yeah.
Nice. Now we're gonna drive it with no seats, right?
Yes.
Lawn chairs. Yeah. All right.
On the ground.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. The magic of WD-40. So our window goes up and down a lot easier now. And we'll be able to open the door from the outside.
Oh.
Not just inside. Outside.
Oh baby, we're getting fancy.
Nailed it.
So we are taking our inner door panels off right now because they are, 1, complete garbage, and 2, this rear door in specific does not have a window in it. Luckily, John Bunger from Mad Scientist Garage was kind enough to send us one. So we're going to go ahead and slap that boy in here.
Say it like it's gonna be easy.
Yeah. So you might be wondering why we're taking out all the interior door panels. And the biggest reason why is, 1, they're all moldy. This car sat with the windows down and missing a window for a long time.
this is moldy. All of this right here, that's all mold. So we're just kind of pulling all of that out, getting rid of it, throwing it in our scrap pile here. And another reason why is it's in just such horrible condition. Like, it's all so brittle, it just falls apart. So Texas Sun does that to cars, and unfortunately we don't have anything to replace it yet. Justin from Mark Quartz might have something that'll help us out with that. Don't know. If nothing else, we'll just leave them bare panels. There's what the driver's side looks like. Carson's working on replacing that window that's missing.
I don't know how I got involved with this, but I did.
He got suckered into that one.
We need to find my handle pop.
So we're taking the final part of the back seat out finally, because to do that, we wound up having to remove a bunch of different screws from all along here, all along that panel, just to get it bent up enough to get to those ones, get it folded forward, and undo 8 more screws off of these beautiful hinges that we were not 100% sure were attached or not initially to the rest of the chair, whether we took them out or not. But yeah, so now it's finally going to come out.
Since we've had the car in our possession, we haven't been able to get the tailgate open. Now it's been hitting pretty much every corner, so it's jammed pretty good. Carson's working on that. As you can see, I'm working on the headliner here. And if we can't get this open, it'll just have to be something that John and Megan do on their own. Okay, wait. The alignment's horrible, and we have an oil leak. Let's try that again.
How's that turning radius? Seems to be going a little bit more straight than it did before. Finally! Alright, this is officially the first time this thing's been on the road since what? The 70s, the 80s, something. Brakes all of a sudden went out on us. No, we're stopped. Hey. It's alright if they go out, just pop it in neutral and coast. No turn signals. No turn signals. That was sick. We made it. All right. Now let's see what's broken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we've made it to our maiden voyage. Gas station. Carson's going to top it off by wiping out the free sign on the windshield.
It's no longer free, now it costs money because it works.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we got the bad boy here all loaded up. We're getting ready to take her on up to the place in Fort Wayne. It's gonna be great.
So the wagon is officially here in Fort Wayne. We found out 3 days ago that the wedding is in 2 weeks. So we didn't have a lot of a heads up. Luckily it's running, driving, stopping, doing all of the basic essentials. Jonathan's going to do a bunch of work to it anyway before they actually take it on a trip and do anything with it. We're realistic. We would not expect them to hop right in it and go on like a 15-hour drive. So it is now here. And Jonathan is going to recognize this because it's actually his father's paint shop. And it's going to be stored here for a couple weeks. His dad's going to work on the tailgate because we were not able to get that down. A few patches in the floors are going to be done, and everything else. So there's another surprise for you.
What's up?
Steve's had the wagon here for about a weekend. He has been busy on it. These floors are by far the nicest part of this turd. There's our original hood hinge put back on. And then our old one was nice and broken. Steve ended up finding a nice replacement for that. And after a little adjusting with force, got her all lined up. She got hit in the front end, so everything was a little misaligned. And Steve's working on the bumper right now. Getting it all straightened up. Looks better already. Taillight housings are beautiful. Steve being a body man has really come in handy. And a lot of factors. So we are about 4 days away from giving away the wedding wagon. The reveal is going to be awesome. And we decided to mess with Megan and John a little bit and just kind of rub it in because we know they're going to recognize this wagon online. So I made a Facebook profile named Bush Beans, based out of El Paso, Texas, and went ahead and listed this. And they're definitely going to recognize it, if you can't imagine why. And Jeremiah just posted it to his Facebook page. We're going to get a little bit of a reaction before the big reaction in 4 days. Boom. 30 minutes in. John jumps on it. Saw the post almost right away. If only he knew. This reveal is going to be awesome. It is Wednesday, and our reveal is 3 days away. We are officially leaving Steve's shop, and the wagon is heading towards Travis Automotive, where it's going to get an alignment before heading down to Mid-America Customs to fix the big hole I had to cut in the exhaust. We are here at Mid-America Customs. They build awesome drag cars, and they're going to fix the big hole I had to cut in the exhaust. Exhaust is coming out the back of it now. It is in its last spot before being given away in 2 days. This is Justin's house, and these seats are by far the nicest part of this ship.
All right, so Justin from Mark Parts just finished putting the seats in this bad boy. So that's going to be officially the end of this build, and come back for the reveal.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Broken Gear, where we give away this 1965 Bel-Air station wagon to our friends John and Megan as a wedding present from their car family.